live.
Are we live?
Yeah. All right, dude. I
Fuck.
guess this is the first episode of the Republico World podcast, right?
Yep.
Gosh darn it.
Yep. Chirp, why'd you say gosh darn it?
I don't feel like spending my entire night editing because I kept cussing out
You're not
someone.
gonna be the one editing, Mr. Trip.
Yeah.
Oh, so I could just
I'm probably
start
gonna be the
swearing
one
as much
who
as I
ends up
can?
editing.
No. Okay. Let's introduce ourselves, bro. All right.
Whoever
I-
cusses
Okay,
the
you go
most,
first.
yeah, how about that?
All right.
Okay,
Dude,
you go first.
I'm the best one in this podcast. I'm Mateo.
Sure, buddy.
Who's next? Who's gonna introduce themselves next, bro?
All right, I'll be next.
Ow,
Okay.
ow, ow.
Oh, I know
I'm
you're
the
not talking
cool
about
one.
stuttering.
I'm the cool one.
That's fantastic, dude. I'm so proud of you.
Dude, I feel like this is like a bunch of
I'm the one who isn't stupid.
yeah, dude.
My
This is
name's
like a
Trip,
this is like
and I'm
new
gonna be
kids in
the
the beginning of
biggest
school,
one,
bro.
alright?
And Trip is the racist one.
No.
Yo,
You
we
got no
cannot
evidence of
say
It's an
that,
America.
bro.
Freedom of speech is what I like to say.
Okay, I guess
Wow.
First Amendment rights.
I know my rights.
Dude, it feels like we're new kids in a school, bro. Introducing
New
yourselves
kids on
to
the block.
class.
They're like, "Hi, I'm Johnny. I like Legos and Xbox.
I also like playing with model trains and hanging out with my dog Rufus.
I prefer
Your dog-
Nintendo
your
and
dog
my
Rufus?
sister's dolls.
True, the joke's over, bro.
Huh?
The joke's over.
Whatever. Trip, introduce yourself now.
I already did. Too late. You missed your opportunity.
Dude, he was just talking. He was introducing himself, just blabbering on.
Who? Me or dude?
Yes, you, bro. You're slow.
No, not slow. Smooth as butter.
Well, no, you're not. Alright, but yeah, dude. I guess this. What are we even talking about? Because someone messed up and thought we were going to be
I
talking
know
about
what to talk
presidential
about.
debates.
I know.
We could just talk about like stuff that's just been going on in our lives.
That's the
I know what
stupidest
to
thing
talk
ever. That's
about. I got a
Oh yeah, I
perfect
almost got
idea.
run over by a car yesterday.
you were almost
What?
run over by a car.
Okay, so
Finally.
basically, just imagine it was a bright and not a stormy day.
Mhm.
Stormy Daniels.
Yo, we don't need
And
like
I
the
was
whole
on my
origin
way,
story, bro. Get to the
walking back.
point.
After
One
walking
dark,
back from
gloomy
being a
day.
big back at Red Lobster,
Why does it feel like that?
I was
That's weird.
walking, and then like literally as I'm crossing the street, I checked. I'm not at fault here. I checked. I made sure no one was coming, and as I was about to cross,
Dang.
I call bullcrap.
freaking speedy, like 150,000 miles per hour, zooms by me, gave me a haircut with that one.
Dang.
I
I mean, I
And
guess
then the car
tragic,
comes
bro,
in,
but boo-hoo.
and the
Get over it.
and the lady was like, "Hey, don't." I mean, she didn't say that. I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then she said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just in a rush."
No, heck no.
In Gallup.
I mean, I don't think you if you have time to go back and say sorry.
Yeah, no, you know what? You know what's the craziest thing? So, I went for my checkup, right? And I was telling the doctor how I get like these bad allergies. And she prescribed me
Bullshit.
these pills. It has like
Whoops.
some German name. And I'm supposed to be taking them every day. But me
Imagine
and my
it has
dad,
like a little
we looked at the side
swastika on it.
effects. Can you not interrupt?
Sorry.
Stop interrupting.
Whoopsie daisies.
No, but me and my dad, we look at the the lyrics. We look at the we look at the we look at the dude, I can't think of the name, like the side effects. And it says that I can get like mental illness and like I
You
can
already
get
have
lots
that.
of and I can get like thoughts of
Side
offing
effects,
myself.
100% chance of death.
Yeah, no, like it said, I can get like offing myself thoughts. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think we can say it if we're posting this on YouTube or like anything, but you know what I mean? Like thinking of offing myself.
Suicidal thoughts. Is that what you mean?
Rip! Can't say that.
Scooping snowflakes.
We're gonna get canceled now. But yeah, but mind you, these are allergy pills, and it says I can get, I guess, suicidal thoughts. I don't even know if we can be saying that. Cluticidal thoughts, and like those are allergy pills. So, long story short, I'm not taking them.
I was doing a little bit of research on ADHD medication, and one of them was
Oh, I wonder why.
low blood pressure.
Dude,
Actually, let me take
dude,
a
no, like
sneak
the
peek.
pills that these doctors give us, like they're made in a lab, and it can cure one problem, but it can give us like all kinds of problems, like Ozempic.
Okay,
People are
RFK.
like Ozempic. People are taking it to lose weight, and like
Chance of death.
Put your
no,
tinfoil
like
caps
people
on.
who take it to lose weight, they
It's
look like
just
a
too
skeleton.
risky, like,
Like
Okay,
the
I'm looking
people,
at him right now. Ooh,
like it's called
damn,
Ozempic
that's
face.
actually worse than.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude.
this is what the side effects of the ADHD medication: loss of appetite, headaches, sleep disorder, tics, dizziness, moodiness, nausea, abdominal pain, drowsiness, irregular heartbeat, rebound, hypertension, eating issues, delayed growth,
what the frick is
exostomia,
this?
Oh, these are ADHD pills, bro.
seizures. You could have seizures
Dude.
taking these.
Freaking one of my
Yeah, no,
friends
this is
just
what I
randomly
mean.
sent me.
This is what I mean. Like these pills that are made in a lab, bro, they can fix one problem, like heart pills, but then like it can say, oh, the side
We'll
effects
give you
are
15 other problems.
yeah, it's all the side effects are dizziness, thoughts of killing little kids. Oh, I can't say that. We can play that out in post. But
I got
like,
something.
thoughts of offing
never mind.
people.
How did I lose?
What?
How did I?
Kidney
How can I-
failure, chances
Yeah,
of kidney failure.
kidney failure. Brain, like your
What?
brain just rots in your head.
Death in general.
Death.
I think
Paralyzed. You get
rotting brain
paralyzed.
is worse. It's all
Like that's
Possible
why I don't like
amnesia,
taking pills,
dementia.
bro. Like I don't like taking pills. But you know, sometimes you gotta. Sometimes it's just like the way it works. You gotta just
Yeah.
man up and
And
take
plus,
them.
side effects are like a lot of the time they don't really happen often.
I mean, I guess they don't really happen often, but when they do, it freaking sucks.
Yeah, it messes up. Like it can mess up your life genuinely.
like
For real,
porn.
like no, like the ADHD pills Trip was talking about, or the allergy pills. Literal allergy pills give you thoughts of suicide, bro. That's crazy,
I
bro.
just wanted to get rid of my snuffles. Now I'm gonna think about
Bro, I was
doing
just tired.
something.
I was just tired of having dry eyes, and now I feel like I want to do it, bro. I'm gonna call the 1-800 number type stuff.
I'm pretty sure there's a billboard for that on the way to Through.
Dude, why? How do you know that? Were you looking at
I
it?
know everything.
Were you? No, you do not. That's a lie.
I was just trying to get rid of my cold, and now I'm putting names on my list.
I was just trying to
Now I
get
have
rid of
to
my
get-
cold, and now my brain's rotting in my head. And if I don't get a brain transplant in the next 2 weeks, I'm dead. I'm dead.
I just wanted to get rid of dry skin, and
Those are
now I have a
vile.
hit list.
But no, like if you think about it, like there's a lot of natural remedies, like weed. Weed is a natural remedy.
Weed or wheat?
I said weed.
Real?
Where'd you get wheat from? Like, no, like weed isn't a drug; it's a plant, bro. Like
The
they
smoking weed or the ones that pull out of my front yard?
cocaine before they legalized weed. Think about that.
Cocaine
That's kind of
cocaine was legalized in like the early
18.
1900s.
No, It probably wasn't.
Yeah, no, it was not.
Dude, that had me baffled and confused.
Hang on, let me look it up then.
Bro,
Speaking of cocaine,
I'm gonna be like
Jojo,
Jameson.
this happened like a
Rogan.
while ago, but Jojo Siwa got arrested for possession of cocaine.
I actually think I've heard
Already?
about that. Yeah.
I've only heard that.
Dude, I
that's
guess
like-
Karma
like,
really is
first
a BITCH, huh?
He
I
becomes
guess
like
Karma.
an adult star, and by adult star, I mean somebody who
Oh.
just talks about the deed all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well,
So
did
she
you know that
thinks an
cocaine was in
adult, like-
Coca-Cola?
Like that's what she thinks like adult people do now, I guess. I don't know.
Dude, Jojo Siwa, bro, she's not even a natural blonde. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't she like a brunette?
Yeah,
Dang.
no, she has like black hair.
Cocaine was first made illegal by the Dangerous Drug Act in 1920.
It's first made illegal? No, that's a lie, because in the 70s it was legalized. Like, cops were even taking it, bro. Where are you reading that off? Wikipedia?
Let me look. Was cocaine legal
I love cocaine.
in USA in 1970s?
Dude, why does this guy have to Google everything? And he's the slowest typer. Is cocaine still legal in 2020?
Well, obviously not. If Jojo Siwa got freaking arrested for possession of cocaine.
Because of those.
She's like the cocaine producer, bro.
She's like Walter
You know
White.
she's the plug.
Oh, no.
Hey, I'm Jojo Siwa. Come see my bunker. And then, hey, Benita.
She's all,
I don't know.
I should've known better. While she's handing out like little baggies.
Didn't she make like that new
I
song?
should have
And
been
then
more aware.
there's like a song she made. She copied another artist and
been a little fool.
exact same
Bro,
lyrics.
I don't know what both of these guys are saying. They're talking over each other. Jude
Have you ever
singing,
thought about-
Trips yapping.
Did you
I'm
ever
singing
Jude,
Karma, but British.
Bro.
Jude, have you ever thought about this? The United States isn't
Have I ever thought
technically
what
a
now?
democracy.
Yo, you guys
The U.S.
are
isn't
delayed.
technically a democracy.
Yes, it
What
is.
is technically a democracy? What are you
If you-
talking about?
No, he's saying that America
It's
technically
actually a
isn't a democracy. Like, what kind of
Excuse
redneck-
me.
That's redneck activities right there, bro.
It's
That's some
because-
redneck
it's because
freaking stuff.
Dude,
It's
this
because an
country was
listen to
formed
me,
off
listen
of
to me.
democracy.
It's because an actual democratic country has every citizen in the United States would vote for everything, like legalizing weed or cocaine. They would vote for every little thing, but instead
No,
they
that's
vote.
Trip, you
not how
can't
that
give
They
people
vote-
free will willy-nilly, bro. Like,
That's what a democracy is,
then
and
people
founding-
could vote
founding
to legalize
fathers-
murder.
okay,
How'd you feel
so
about
America
that?
if America was an actual democracy, then there would be still people like Jeffrey Epstein roaming around, bro.
No, it's not like that. They're not making their own laws. It's when Congress brings it up.
Sure.
That's when they would start making them.
But still, like
Or
again,
vote.
it's not them making their own laws. It's that
That's
those
why they
laws
have like
exist.
officials, because then what's the point of a president, bro?
What's the point of Congress at that point?
Yeah.
What's the point of the
That's why we don't have.
Constitution?
That's why
What's
we
the
don't
point
have.
of becoming a lawyer? What's the point of the court system?
True.
That's the textbook definition of democracy. The United States is kind of like a branch of
So you're
democracy.
saying that
Think about it.
the court system is the definition of a democracy? You know how
No.
stupid the court system is, True?
Are you stupid? You're stupid. I
No,
just
I'm
explained
not
it to you.
stupid because the court system
You're
Because
saying a
people-
democracy votes for
People,
every.
the
That means years ago when the U.S. was first created, there would be people voting on whether to legalize pedophilia or not.
Yeah, dude. And
Like,
knowing America,
obviously,
especially
that's
now, there would be a
impossible,
lot of
because
people that would say yes, bro.
That's
Like,
like saying
no.
that murder should be legal because
That's
nobody
why.
voted
That's
for it
why
to
the
be
founding
illegal.
fathers didn't want a democracy like that. Instead, they did like a democracy and a republic, because in a republic country, people
Because let's be honest, the U.S.
they
was the
elect
first country
officials to
to have
decide for them.
democracy that
That's why we have
succeeded
Congress. That's
and
why we have
didn't go
Senate,
down in
because
Yo,
people
I'll be
vote.
right back.
years.
Because people vote for their vote for people to represent them. That's why we have House of Representatives instead of, because if it was an actual democracy, we wouldn't need the Congress. We would just have
No, we
the
still
citizens,
do
the
need Congress because
executive.
for deciding laws and deciding all these different things,
That's why
you need
we
people
have
who are experienced, not
that's
some random hillbilly who lives on a farm.
that's
You
why.
need people who are professional and know what they're doing to create these laws and to pass them.
But also, people are voting for people that they believe in, and they end up.
That's different. That's not deciding laws. That's not deciding like the way the world can go. That's deciding who's gonna lead the country.
I think we're both confused here. This got off track.
Yeah, because you got a little bit slow, Trip. That's why I got off track.
Why do you keep saying slow? I'm not autistic.
You're showing signs.
Showing signs, huh?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm back.
Oh, you're very fine, dude.
No, Trip.
Yeah, sorry. I had to give Trip a little lesson
What?
about the fact that like we can't just let random hillbillies give them the opportunity to vote like what laws are allowed or not.
Yeah, because then the
Because
nation falls
you need
apart.
people
Like
who
that's what
are
happened in the Civil
experienced.
War, bro. The nation got divided.
It's already fallen apart if you think about it.
Trip, no,
There were
it is
people
not.
saying that they should continue the
Yes,
war.
it is.
There were a lot of Confederate soldiers that were saying that they should continue the war and not surrender. If
Because they wanted
the
slavery.
U.S. let the citizens decide literally everything, the entirety like the society of the United States would go down in flames.
Yeah.
That's why it's not a direct democracy.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. Like the court system, it's basically a direct democracy, bro. Like if you
Why do you
think
keep
about,
bringing up the court system? That's nothing to do with that.
yes, it
Because that's
is.
what Congress does. Congress passes laws. They do that stuff, and you can't
Yeah,
just
and
give
like the court system
random
has
people
juries, bro.
the
There's a
decision
lot of
to make
cases that
things
have been
legal or
decided
not.
by juries, and the person was proven innocent like years later. And just because,
Yeah.
like, because of that, if there was like stuff like juries for laws and stuff, then it wouldn't work. So that's why it's good that it's not a democracy like that.
I kind of, well, instead of having juries, that's why they do petitions, pretty much.
Petitions also suck
Petitions are
too.
to allow or not allow stuff, not to create laws.
Yeah.
You think there was a petition saying dating children is not okay?
You're bringing up dating children a lot.
Why can't then? How come they didn't pass a law for FDR about stop effing women?
Anyway,
Because there isn't a law against that.
a law against what? Wait, sorry, I was
About
doing something.
freaking having sexual relations with a woman multiple times.
Even if you already have, if you're officially married with the certificate, that's divorce
Well,
is.
yeah, that's adultery, but that's more like a sin in the Catholicism.
Yeah, that's more like
it's more like
a
a sin.
religious thing
Like it's a
than a
religious
crime.
crime.
Technically,
It's
breaking
a sin.
the marriage.
It's more a
I
sin
don't know
than
what
it is a
exactly
crime, Trip.
called. It's not. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's breaking that marriage bond. If you think about it,
Yeah, but
you sign the contract when you get married.
Dude, that's not illegal.
do you sign a contract when you get married?
No, you
Okay,
do not
I'm
sign
getting
a contract
confused
when you
now.
get married.
Dude, you're getting confused with yourself. Like, I don't even get what you're saying.
like legally, you're able to cheat on your partner.
Yeah.
That's why there's this thing called divorces.
Yeah, true. That's why we have divorces, bro. And some people
Like, it was
get
illegal to do that
uninterested.
stuff, like, in Roman times. That's when it was illegal to cheat on your wife.
Yeah, but that's because like the Romans were built on like religious values.
True.
America is it is the land of the free. That's why police officers don't go around shooting the gay protesters and stuff like that. Or the
I didn't
BLM
hear
movement.
Cindy
That's
said
why
I
they
was
didn't
doing that.
go and like kill everybody. The police officers could have went to the BLM movements back in 2020 and shot all those dudes. But
But
no,
they did.
because we have our First Amendment rights, and it's the land of
Freedom
the
of
free.
speech.
Every country has protests.
Whether it's about
But describe
freedom of
protests
rights,
because
whether it's about
What
people
do
are
you mean
getting
describe
against
okay.
protests?
I think
something,
we're getting a little too
for
political
something.
here. I think a little too political.
Isn't that what the podcast is? Isn't it?
Yeah, that's literally what the podcast is about, Trip.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to debate against. Well, not yeah, not. I was gonna say not debating, but
Talking
this is
himself.
passion at this point.
Like
But yeah, that's why the US isn't purely democratic, because you can't
there's
let
places like North
some
Korea.
random people decide
North
these
Korea is
decide
communistic
laws,
country and a
decide like
dictatorship.
stuff that goes in the Constitution. That power should be for people who are experienced in that field.
Yeah.
That's why Congress
That's
exists.
why not every random Joe can go and run for president. You have to have a background. You have to
You
have a
need
good
to meet
background in
certain
politics and
qualities.
stuff.
You gotta have certain things that
Yeah.
It's not.
that
But
Even
you
it's
though
not
some
really.
presidents, when they're in presidency, they make bad choices, like Andrew Jackson with the Trail of Tears and
But
stuff. Even though he was an outstanding president, he did a lot of good things. Like
What did he do that was good?
westward
he
expansion.
like that. I
Even
forgot what it was called, but
the
He
like
didn't
Jacksonian
even do the
democracy.
westward expansion. It was freaking Thomas Jefferson.
No, it was him too. That's why there was the Trail of Tears. He was moving all the Native Americans. He
Forcefully.
was moving,
Even when
yeah,
even
forcefully.
when
Even though it
even
was
when a tribe
forcibly,
won a
you're
court
right.
even when a tribe won a court case, he unconstitutionally broke the law just for what? Just because he was racist? That's not a good president.
Trip. A lot of presidents make bad decisions like that. And if you want to go back to the cheating thing, then you can say that JFK, he was a bad person because he cheated on his wife. Even though it was
He's
with Marilyn
only famous
Monroe.
because of his
Even though
that's a
it was
tattoos.
with
minor, by the
Marilyn
way.
Monroe. But wouldn't you say that freaking JFK is an outstanding president?
He was an outstanding president.
What did
Yeah,
he
but
really do?
everybody has their
Not
flaws,
every
Trip.
person
That's
can
why
be perfect.
that's why there's a saying that nobody's perfect.
Even your favorite president, Theodore Roosevelt, even he did some bad things.
What
Yeah.
did he do that was
Like
bad?
that quote that he has about Indians. 9 out of
Mhm.
10 Indians are bad Indians.
Yeah, like
But what about the other one?
that's judging a book by its cover. He's being
Every
judgmental.
president, every political figure
Prejudice.
out there, whether that be in the
What
US, whether that be in the
FDR and the
United Kingdom,
Japanese? Assuming that
exactly.
all the Japanese people, even if they were trustworthy, even when he had a
Exactly. You're proving
a
our
scientist
point.
or
Like
journalist,
FDR was one of the best
Exactly.
presidents.
FDR
He's
was an amazing president. He led us through World War
so
II. He
did
did
Abraham
all these
Lincoln.
things. But again, he's not
Abraham
perfect.
Lincoln led us to a war with ourselves.
but Abraham Lincoln also had slaves when he was younger, Trip. George
He
Washington
William
had
also,
Mc,
over
but
300
he also
slaves.
was a slave. You
William
could
McKinley
consider
went to a
Abraham
war
Lincoln
with
to
the
be one of the
Americans.
greatest humans in history
Yeah.
because he freed the
American
So
slaves.
Spanish
Trip,
War.
what are
James
you
T. Polk
arguing?
got us
What are
to a
you
war.
arguing?
Talking about war.
You're saying like Andrew Jackson, he was an outstanding president. Can we all agree on that? He did some really
Yes.
good things, like the Jacksonian democracy, which let not just the
Mm,
rich white men to vote, even though it was excluding colored. Can I say colored people? I don't even know if that's
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
yeah,
stop being snowflake.
yeah. I'm not trying to get freaking banned, Trip, on the first episode. What do you mean stop being a snowflake?
Well, because you're not saying anything bad. You're just saying people
Yeah,
of color.
but it's also YouTube, and YouTube.
True.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They're a bit strict with their policies.
Okay, but like back on
But
topic,
whatever, it's
the
fine. It's fine to say
Jacksonian
people
democracy. He was letting. It was before that. It was only rich. I can't. That's a tongue twister. Rich white men, they can only vote. But with the Jacksonian democracy, he saw that that Americans, I guess, I don't know, he thought that
the regular Joes of the world,
yeah, like
of
the
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 US.
poor white people. Even though he could have done it better by letting other races vote, like Native Americans, it's still a good thing that he did. He was thinking of his people. No matter what he did, he was
He's
thinking of his
thinking of the
people, even
people
if he
of
executed it wrong, like the Trail of Tears. He was thinking of westward expansion to help grow some more farmland and stuff. You know
You
what I
can't
mean?
say westward expansion when you're pushing all the natives into the land that people want.
He executed it wrong.
And also, another bad thing about Theodore Roosevelt, he was an imperialist. He was a
Yeah.
slight imperialist, but
Do
he
you know
was
why?
still
He
an
wanted to
outstanding
increase the
president.
military power, so if the U.S. was ever threatened, they could
He still, but he was
scare other
still.
countries with the power.
No.
But still, our main point is, like, you need more experienced people for a
Yeah.
democracy to work. You can't just let the average people vote on
If you want to talk
every.
about average people, and look at Andrew Jackson. Look at
No,
George
but he
Washington.
had experience in politics. He was a lawyer before he did that.
That's
George
not
Washington was a
politics.
general for the British Army
That's
and
not
then,
Okay,
or
think of
something
it
like
this
that.
way:
I
the U.S.
forget.
Think of it this way: the U.S. is a democracy. The U.S. is, like, you can't say the U.S. is democracy. You can say the U.S. is a democracy.
Yeah, America is a democracy, but like to become a leader
But you
for
can't say that America is democracy. Like, that's kind of like the difference. There's a difference between the U.S. being a democracy and the U.S. being democracy.
What?
Being a democracy would mean
okay.
having democratic values
Hang on.
of picking your leaders.
As I was searching something up, a thing popped up.
Why is this guy always
And
searching something up?
no. It's the same thing. Well, it's more related to the Constitution. But did you know that there's a law? I don't know if it's like a law, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a law in the Constitution that says if if the government becomes too corrupt, the people can create their own government.
Yeah, that's what George Washington and his team did with the British. They created their own country because of the corruptness from the British.
No. I'm not talking
They're
about that. I'm talking about within the United States. If the
yeah,
U.S. government,
they put that
like
in the
now,
Constitution
like since
so that doesn't happen
like with
again,
all this
Trip.
corruptness and with all this corruptness in the political system, like people
But
can
again, the U.S.
create their
doesn't have
own
really corrupt
government, but
stuff
then
going on in the
then
government system.
Yeah. But
huh?
no, Trip, they said that so we don't become a dictatorship.
We don't become
Like
like the British,
from what we came
where
from.
we're treating our people horribly, and then they want to leave.
Yeah. Like they said that so we can
That's that's what
overthrow
the Second
the
Amendment.
government stuff. Like if they become a
That's what the
dictatorship.
Second Amendment was for, to fight off the government.
Yeah.
There are people who think like the government is run by lizard people or whatever, and they think that everything's a conspiracy. But those are just a group of people, conspiracy theories.
What
theorists,
what was
whatever.
the thing? What are we talking about right now?
Dude, you guys are like
Again.
jumping to
How
two different
the
topics at
US
the same
is
time.
a democracy, but the US, you can't say the US is democracy because,
Dude, that makes no
again,
sense. I'm just gonna say it right now. You're
no,
saying you can't say America
like,
is a
this is how
democracy.
I'm
You
saying.
can say it is democracy. That's bad grammar. You're trying to put it
No,
on
but,
a I don't even know,
no.
like on a
This is
mental
what I
state.
mean by that. We are
So
we formed this country off of being democratic about who we want to lead our country,
okay.
not who we want to
Hey.
lead everything, not who's gonna create the laws and who's gonna
Okay.
lead
So
the government
I
and all
so
that.
here's all the type of governments. So there's a democracy. It's a system of a government in
Why are
which
you
state
explaining
power is
what it
vested to
is?
the people.
Why are you explaining what democracy is to
Dude,
us?
this guy's just jumping
Okay.
back and forth.
Monarchy, a government having hierarchy
We know
of
what
We
states.
know what
we
this
know what
is,
it
Trip.
means.
Why are you reading this off of Google? What point are you trying to make? He's like arguing with us, but agreeing with
No,
us.
Okay, listen, Trip. I kind of understand what you were saying before, but you're still kind of wrong because
No, he was wrong.
a country a country that was 100% democracy would fail after a year.
I mean, yeah, but and then he also brought up from the Constitution that if we become a democratic ship or whatever you call it, we can overthrow the
too
government
corrupt.
because the too corrupt. Yeah, because that's what we did to the British. They don't want that to happen again. They put those laws in place. Our founding fathers put those laws in place to make sure that that doesn't happen.
And that's why the second,
British
the only
because
point
their
of the Second
government, the
Amendment of the
monarchy,
gun,
was corrupt at the time.
the only reason why we have the right to bear arms was to fight back the government.
No, it's to defend ourselves.
Yeah,
That is just not true.
that's the exact same
They
thing.
made that law. They did that for the
No,
right to protect
yeah,
yourself.
Yeah, Trip.
yeah, to defend
Not,
someone's trying to
defend
shoot
yourself
you.
against
it's
the
not gonna
government.
be like it's not like they can't use the guns unless the government goes all ballistic. No, you can use
No,
guns
they
when you
have
feel like you're threatened.
someone breaks into your house. Someone's
Yeah,
trying to shoot you. That's for self-defense
like
against
self
other
defense.
people,
Yeah, exactly. And
not
now
against people.
I'm not saying that you can go
government.
around saying you feel threatened and shooting everybody. But like,
But
Well,
they didn't.
actually, there's a
Give you
there's
the
a
Second
law.
Amendment wasn't created
There's
specifically
a law
if the
called
government goes
stand
on
your
it.
ground. Have you heard of the law stand your ground law?
I think so.
The right to bear arms was not created specifically to
I
fight
would
against the government if they go ballistic. That's not why it was
No, let
created.
me just get off topic for a second. Trip, why do you keep on bringing up random stuff? Like you said, have you heard of the stand your ground law? And then you just stop talking.
Because we're talking about guns, and I was listening to what Jude was saying.
So why not bring it up until after?
I don't know.
Dude,
Okay, this.
I guess I don't know.
Okay, let's change the topic here. Okay.
Oh,
Chicken
what Trip?
wing.
Like I get what Trip's saying, but I also think it's stupid. Like he's saying
Not
that
very nice.
we're not a democratic country, but we are a democratic country. We
Not
just
a
have we just
direct
have
one.
we
Democratic country to be. I'm very confused on what you're trying to say here, Trip.
like
Because you guys keep twisting my
no,
words.
he's saying we're saying we aren't a democratic country, but we are. We just have like it goes deeper than just
We're
being
just
like
not everything about our country is democracy.
yeah, like that's why the
Going
people
into
can vote.
There are
Afghanistan.
limits to
Wanted some
democracy.
oil.
There are limits to democracy, basically.
That's why Americans voting for the president it matters, but it isn't like the full thing. Like you just can't vote, and how many votes one person gets is the thing. Like there's other steps you have to take to it too. And then
There's other systems, other
yeah,
other ways to do stuff.
there's other votes that need to be taken place too by
It was so
officials
simple
by
that
like
would become a problem because it's too simple.
yeah. Like if people can just vote randomly and that's who the president would be, like there wasn't no extra steps that would have to be taken, then all kinds of people would be running for presidents. Even like celebrities would be running for president. It would be crazy. That's
Kanye
why
West would be president.
yeah. Yeah,
Huh?
no, you're right. He was gonna run for president.
He wanted to.
Who?
Kanye West.
Kanye West.
I guess yay
Anyway.
now.
Oh
Yay.
shit! There's a plane flying at me.
Yay! That's his name now. Yay!
Yeah, yay. But Yeah, I see what Trip's trying to say, but it's
But it's
not
like
right.
he's kind of thinking in a way that like when you're like 7 and you first learned about the election, that's how you would think.
Yeah, he's still in first grade level.
I'm not very well. I'm smart, but I'm like slow in the brain. It takes me a little bit to think, so just let me
Yeah,
think, okay?
no. Okay, I guess. I mean, I guess so. I guess so.
Just think, just a random person off the street, a homeless person, let's say, would just a random drunken homeless person, let's just say, would he be able to run to become like try and become the president? No,
Yeah, yeah.
no.
That's what
You need
happened.
to have
That's why
certain qualifications. You need
we
like you can't just pull some
Now he's
random
gonna
guy off
bring
the
up
street and
Andrew
say,
they
Jackson.
did.
"This is
That's what
going
they
to be our
did.
candidate for
They
the
pulled a
president."
random guy off to run for president, and now he's president.
Who?
They did not pull a random guy. Joe Biden
Joe
was
Biden was the
been in
vice
the
president to
political world for a
Obama.
while.
Joe Biden could have been the president if Obama was to get killed.
No, well, duh, that's why people voted for him. So if he dies, Kamala Harris is president, and she'll be the first black female to be president.
Just
Ooh.
female in general, but like whatever.
What are you even
Mm,
saying?
That's
no.
not our
Joe
point.
Biden
That's not
isn't
what
just some
we're talking
random
about.
dude, Trip. He isn't just some random dude.
He was somebody who was already experienced in the field of politics.
He was someone who was already experienced in the field of being a president.
What about a good father?
Why? That doesn't matter.
I'm just.
What are we talking about here, Trip?
Yeah.
It doesn't really help his reputation when he's a coke, or no, not coke, a crack addict son.
That okay, I
And
guess
it
it
doesn't help
doesn't, but
when he's.
that's personal
Nothing
life.
And
to
it
do with
doesn't help when
him.
he's
That's not
mentally
his fault.
incapable.
That's his son's fault.
It doesn't help when he's mentally incapable of walking and he can't wear
Okay,
suit
I'll give you
shoes
that
because
one.
he needs a
Okay, okay.
Secret Service to
No,
walk
no,
him.
no, Trip, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Like back to
He can't
JFK
fulfill
He
his
having
still
freedom to
needs,
affairs.
leave.
Back to JFK having
but he
affairs.
still
That
has.
was his personal life. That was his
And think of
personal
it.
life.
He's been
It's
in the
not his
political
personal
field for
life.
a
He
long
can't
time.
even remember.
Right?
He
He's
doesn't know what to
81 years
say.
old. He's very experienced in the political
No,
world.
Trip, it doesn't
he's
come down to
experienced,
his
but
son being a crack addict. It comes down of how good he is when he's when he's in the
On how
Oval Office
qualified he
and
is
he's
to
sitting on
become the
that
president.
chair, writing and creating the laws pretty much. It matters how he takes care of his country and how he is as a president. It doesn't matter
taking
how
care of the
he is
country
with
is
his son who's a
taking
crack
care of a
addict.
country
It
isn't.
does,
Let
how
me
he
talk.
is as
Let
a
me talk.
father
Let me
doesn't
talk.
matter for the presidency.
Okay, wasn't it Theodore Roosevelt who had polio and he was in a wheelchair? He couldn't walk.
No, that
Theodore
was Franklin
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
I didn't. I guess I do now. I didn't know he did until now.
Well, I don't know.
I
No,
thought
that
it
was
was.
I'm
Franklin
drawing
D.
a blank. Was
Roosevelt.
it it was Theodore
I thought it
Roosevelt?
was FDR, but I guess not.
But it was Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
I'm
Franklin D.
like getting
Roosevelt.
But
confused because
Franklin D.
Tripp's being an
Roosevelt
idiot.
wasn't. Well, he wasn't mentally retarded. He could. He knew how to
Whoa,
spoke.
whoa, 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 whoa. You
Can't
can't say
say
that.
that. That's a
You
slur.
can't say that. Trip. Okay, FDR couldn't walk. You're saying that Biden can't walk. FDR was an amazing president. Joe Biden isn't a
Because
bad
He's not
president
an
either.
amazing president.
okay, what name? Tell
Without
me
being
what
able to
Biden did
walk.
right.
Of
Tell me
anything,
all the
him
good that
being
Biden
able
did
to
right.
walk was just proof on how great of a
No, he's
president he
only
was.
saying this. He's
Being able to
only
overcome
saying
all
this
these
because
challenges.
he's only saying this because he's a little Trumpy, like a Swifty that where the girls are crazy for Taylor Swift. He's a Trumpy. Like he's crazy
Fine.
about Trump,
Real.
and he doesn't want Biden
Well,
to be the
he did a
president
lot of
again.
shit wrong. How many felonies is he on? 34 or something like that?
Trump?
A good president doesn't have 34 fucking felonies.
What is he talking about, Trip? This is why I'm getting confused, and I thought Theodore Roosevelt had polio. Because you're
I'm
just
just
jumping
naming you off
randomly,
of the
Trip.
bad things that. I'm just naming the bad things that Trump has or Trump has
He
done, and I'm doing the
Trip,
good
Okay,
thing
to
with
be fair,
Biden.
Trip.
Trump has done way worse things.
Trump
than
doesn't
Biden.
want any immigrants coming to America to come
Because
to
they're
the land
bringing
of the
in
free.
coke. That's why
Okay,
fentanyl
Literally,
is. That's why fentanyl is so
the Texas
popular because
border
of
is
them.
gonna be fixed. Like they're gonna fix the Texas border and fix that huge problem that's been going on for a long
yeah.
Well,
time now.
Texas
Okay,
is doing
so
a pretty damn
what
good
about all
job.
the
Trumpet
innocent? No,
industry
Trip,
wants to solve
Trip.
that problem.
Trip, what about all the innocent people who aren't smuggling coke into the American country? I don't know why I said it like that. But like, what about all those
The
guys?
American country.
Yeah, but no, what about all those guys? What about all those guys who are leaving Mexico and leaving their countries because they're in a dictatorship, but they can't come to the country because Trump has some prejudice mindset that every immigrant, every Mexican, all these guys are bringing in cocaine?
Can you repeat that last part? I wasn't
What?
listening. I'm trying to focus on landing this plane.
What?
Shit, never mind. I'm about to crash land.
What are
Pull
you
up, pull up, pull up.
Dude, he's not even
You're in
talking
a
about.
podcast. You're flying a plane.
Yeah. No, Trip. Like, what was I even saying? That confused me so much.
I don't know. I forgot as well.
Like, Trip, Trump is a pretty bad guy as well. I mean, he has a bunch of felonies, um, all that stuff. Oh, that's what I was talking
He's
about.
racist.
I was talking.
and
Yeah, he's
racist.
racist. He has a prejudiced mindset that
So does all
every
the other
Mexican. He has a prejudiced mindset that every Mexican that comes into his country, every immigrant is bringing over cocaine or some sort of drug. Like, what about all the innocent
Andrew
people?
Jackson. What did he do with the Native Americans? What did all these other presidents do about the black people?
Okay, but what about all the presidents that also helped out all that stuff, like
That's
JFK,
literally
like
our point,
JFK
though.
with the Cuban Missile Crisis? There's no even line in between all that stuff. I don't even know what you're arguing about.
Hey, tell me all the good things that Biden has done, and give me the list of the bad things
Tell me
that
all the
Trump
good
has
things
done.
that Trump has done.
I can.
Pretty much the
Then
only
do
good
it.
thing that Trump has done was he established some like space unit or whatever. That's
Yeah,
pretty much the only good thing.
and
that
then
he did
after
there.
he was done with that, he went to go build a wall. Like, there's a bunch of people leaving their countries, like Ukrainians and stuff, leaving their countries because they're in literal war. Like Palestinians, Israelites, they're leaving their countries because they're in war and it's not safe to be where they are. But they can't come to the land of the free because they think
They
that
can't go to the land of the free and be free because of
they think they're bringing in drugs.
like racism. It's
Yeah,
bad.
And what was the countries you said?
Ukraine,
Palestine,
Palestine,
Mexico.
Mexico.
Ukraine wasn't in war until
Clearly,
Biden
if
became
you're trying to
president.
escape to the U.S., there
No,
must be
Trip,
something.
hold up, Jude. Stop real quick. Ukraine wasn't in war until Biden was president. You're right. That wasn't before the war was declared. But Putin was trying to mess with those guys because he wants Ukraine back. Ukraine was a part of Russia. He wants that land back. He wants to be he's a
He
dictator.
didn't.
He's gonna be a dictator
He
until the day
wasn't
he
trying
kicks
to.
the bucket.
He wasn't doing it.
When the border was made, even though at that time it didn't affect Palestinians or Ukrainians, in
Palestinians.
the long run, it still did.
Yeah, like
And
what's it
now
called? The
Trump
Israelites.
has
The Israelites. They were talking about war with the Palestinians way before, or not way before, but before the fighting even started. There was
Shit, and I blew up.
like just with the Ukrainian war. Like Putin knew what he wanted to do. He's been trying to get that land back for a long time now.
Just like what we did with the natives, and just what Hitler did with all these countries. Just like what Japan did. Kind of like World War II. But what about Trump and Putin were good friends? Putin didn't try to invade when he was president. He didn't try to invade Ukraine. It was when
Russia.
Talking about it,
president, and then
Ukraine
that's when
and
he
Russia
really
were enemies.
that's when he
Ukraine
took
and
his
Russia
opportunity
declared
and
each
said,
other as
"Biden,
enemies while Trump was president. It doesn't matter if there wasn't a war. Like America
They were friends.
America and China are enemies, but we're not fighting.
Also, I'm gonna say this now.
No.
I personally think
Trump and Xi Jinping, they're all right. What about Donald Trump and Kim Jong Un? What about that? He was the first president to ever step foot in North Korea, and they became friends. They talked a lot.
Okay, but that doesn't
I'm
mean
gonna say this right now, and I firmly believe this.
like even though he was the president, that doesn't mean that there was like North Korea was still threatening other people. Like they were still threatening America, even though it wasn't fully Kim Jong Un. There was
No. They wasn't doing that when he was president.
America and North Korea were still enemies, even though Trump and Kim Jong Un were shaking hands. Like that doesn't change a
No.
thing. Yes, they were. We've been
I'm gonna
enemies
say
with
this
them because
right
we're
now.
allianced with South Korea. Trip.
Here, I got a list. I have
Oh my
a list
God.
right here of all the good things that Trump did.
You have to
Gave
Google it.
7 million
believe that
jobs.
if
No,
Trump was president,
Okay,
there-
no.
like
The
Middle
Jacksonian
class
democracy.
family.
Okay, let's talk about all the
the
good things that
Ukrainian
Andrew
war
Jackson
would
did.
not have happened.
The Jacksonian
What do
democracy.
you keep bringing up Andrew
He
Jackson?
was the first. You keep on bringing up Trump. Andrew Jackson was the first president to get us out of the national debt. He was expanding his country
And then
more west
Biden,
to
the
have
first
more
national
farmland for his people, to have more food, and to build up the economy. Those are some really good things that Andrew Jackson did.
and removed a tax from items that were being exported internationally,
Yeah,
making like selling of items in his country like a lot more simple and cheaper.
yeah. No, Trip is just going in a circle. I don't even know what point he's trying to prove.
And I'm gonna say this: I think if Trump was president during these past 4 years, the Ukrainian war would not be happening.
No, it would be happening because
No, it wouldn't.
yes, it
No,
would.
because
The only
Trump and
yes, it
Putin,
would.
as we know, are not allies, but they're like friends. They're buddy
No,
buddy.
they're our allies. They're in NATO.
What? Who's NATO?
What? Russia's not in NATO.
Ukraine is in NATO.
No,
Oh,
Ukraine isn't NATO either.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Or no, wait. You're right. I think there was talks about them joining. There was talks about them joining.
Yeah, there was talks. They kept asking to come in, but if
Ukraine
they came
tried to
in,
become part
if
of NATO.
if Ukraine joined NATO, then all the countries that are allied with NATO would have to fight Russia and
And
China and North Korea.
Russia's strong. I get it, but all the countries that are in NATO, America is the number one superpower in the world.
Yeah, but
And
we're
they're
all
the number one country that's part of NATO, the strongest country that's part of
Yeah,
NATO.
America is the strongest country in the world. And then you have the British has a super strong army. If the Ukrainians join, they have a super strong army. Like all this stuff has a super strong army. Like if what's it called? If Russia declared war with NATO, then countries like North Korea would be in war with us. But that's just cuz they're dictators. China would be in war with us even though we helped China
Also,
in
there's
World War
also
II.
word that Trump wants to become a dictator.
Yeah.
we didn't even have NATO in World War II.
I'm not saying that. But in World War
We're not
II,
talking
we
about
helped
World
China.
War
It doesn't
II.
matter about all that stuff. Trip, in World War II,
talking
we
about
helped
World War
China.
II.
We helped China in World War II after a city had just been raped by the Japanese.
No, we
After?
didn't. We didn't help them.
Yes, we did.
Freaking, what's the name?
We only stopped the war just because to end the war. You
What?
know?
We only stopped the war
What?
just because dude.
I didn't know what to say.
Trip, what are you saying right now?
No, for real. What are you saying, Trip? Like you're agreeing with us and arguing with us at the same exact time.
He's trying to argue with us, but we're right, so we can't.
Yeah. Trip, like you're making no sense. It doesn't matter. Okay, back to you saying that Trump and Kim Jong Un were friends. They could have been friends, but think about it. We helped China in World War II. We helped them. We saved their butts.
But we were, and
And
even
now
we
we're
kind of were somewhat allies with the Soviet Union during World War II.
yeah, we were allied
at that
pretty
time,
much with
we
them. We were
started-
helping them out from
We
Hitler.
were only allies because
But you had
Hitler
to do
attacked
what
Russia.
you had to do when there's a world war going on. But just because they were buddy buddy then doesn't mean that they're best friends forever.
Yeah.
It was only
And just cause
Hitler
Trump shook
attacked
Kim Jong Un's hand
Hitler.
and he talked about him and some TV crews recorded it doesn't mean that the two countries aren't still at war.
Well, now they are.
There's a big difference between
They've
one political figure of that country.
Oh no, they
being
aren't in
friends
war.
with
Sorry, hold up.
the leader.
America and North Korea aren't in war, but that doesn't mean they haven't declared each other as enemies. While Trump was in North Korea, while he was shaking hands with Kim Jong Un, they were still calling each other enemies.
And they
They
still are enemies now.
yeah.
As we speak, they're still enemies.
Even
I
though there
don't
isn't a
believe that.
war
I
between,
need some.
even though there
I
isn't
need
no
some
fighting
evidence
between.
of that.
What do you mean, Trip?
Because
It's been
just because Trump is buddy buddy with Kim Jong Un doesn't mean that the country isn't still in war with them.
no. We're not at war. We're classifying them
Not
as
war, but
enemies.
like
Okay,
doesn't
and
mean
let's
we're
think of this.
still not
Even though
political
there
enemies.
isn't no fighting or no fighting between North and South Korea, doesn't mean they're not at war. They have technically still been at war for a long time now. Like a long time. They've technically still been at war. Even though there isn't no fighting. So one thing doesn't change anything, Trip.
They haven't been fighting in a war, but they've been real skeptical of each other
Yeah, like
because they
as
know
soon
at
as
any time anything could happen.
yeah. And just because Trump was friends with Putin doesn't mean
Like it's
that
kind of
doesn't
like
mean
the
that
situation with the Japanese. The Japanese before Pearl Harbor was the U.S.'s like enemies, but
yeah.
we still hadn't attacked them, and they hadn't attacked us yet. But they were still our enemies. But
Yeah.
then we went to war with them after Pearl Harbor happened. It's like that.
Mhm. And now aren't they our allies now?
I don't
Who?
think so. I think we're like more neutral with them than anything.
Yeah, I think we're neutral, but they aren't our enemies.
Not anymore.
And even
And that's
and
because
Putin didn't declare America as officially their enemy until this year, Trip. So even while Biden did most of his time as president, we still weren't enemies.
I doubt that because Putin is rooting for Biden to win the election because Biden is letting Putin do anything he wants with Ukraine.
No, it's not just
What?
Biden. It's there's Secretary of War that
Biden
also can keep them in check.
billions of dollars to the Ukrainians. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
Trip. He's not letting him do whatever he wants. Even even if he isn't sending troops down there, or no, I bet you they are sending troops down to Ukraine. They just haven't told the public. You know what I mean?
No,
I
they
bet
are.
you.
If we
They've
send
been
troops
sending-
down there, then we
they've
would
been
be in
sending
war against Russia.
troops and stuff to
No,
Ukraine.
Trip. Okay, so we help out the
Literally
war.
recently,
We help out the
$2
Ukrainian
trillion
war effort.
went to Ukraine.
Yeah, we're
What's
helping
going on?
them, and North Korea is helping Russia.
Okay, so what point are you trying to prove?
What point are you trying to prove, Mateo? You just keep bringing on stuff.
You
and
keep
I'm
on
saying,
bringing up.
"Oh,
I'm trying to say that whatever you're saying is wrong.
You're funny. You're a funny
You're
guy.
funny.
Every time I
You don't
bring
even
up
know what you're
Biden, you
talking
don't
about.
even say anything about him, and then you bring up stuff about Trump and Putin or Trump and
You
Kim
brought up
Jong-un.
Trump. You brought up Trump. Or no, I brought up Trump, but you were saying that we weren't in war with Russia until Biden. We are not at war with Russia. We are giving the
If we
Ukrainians
were at war
we're
with
giving
Russia,
Ukrainians
war with Russia
ammunition and
happened in the
everything.
1950s.
I never said we were in war with Russia.
Yes, you
I
did.
said we were. No, we didn't.
Yes, you did. Trip, yes, you did.
There's a difference between having a heavy disliking for somebody and being at war with them.
Yeah, Trip, and that's what you don't understand. You're saying
don't I
that you're
understand?
saying that as soon as Biden became president, that everything went down.
Like no, the U.S. has had a heavy disliking of the Soviet Union or Russia for a very long time.
Yeah, just like we have with
The
North
Cold
Korea.
War is a beautiful, perfect example of that.
Yeah,
We were probably almost never really buddy with Russia. Not even during World War II, when we were somewhat allies with them. Even then, that was just because there was a world war going on.
yeah. We have to help them out. Now we're helping out Ukraine by giving them ammunition, food, money, and water. We're
We
helping
gave
out.
them like $5 trillion.
We're giving our supplies to them. What happens if we go into war? We got nothing. We got no ammunition. We got no guns. We're giving all
We
the
have
jets
everything, Trip.
to Ukraine.
We are
We're giving all
America.
the tanks to Ukraine.
America is the
We're
superpower.
giving billions and billions and billions of dollars
to the
to Ukraine.
What are you
Instead,
talking about?
we could have been using those billions and billions of dollars to feed the homeless, but no. Biden's giving
Trip,
away
there's
chefs.
always
Oh
gonna be
my
Giving
homeless
away
people,
chefs
God.
like
Trip.
the circus clown.
There's always gonna be
Because
homeless people.
there's a war going on there.
Yeah,
It's warfare. That's why. He's not doing it for fun.
yeah. We're help.
He's doing it because Russia is attacking them. He's not
Yeah.
doing it because he wants to.
Then
You
if
think he wants to put us $1 trillion
if
in
Ukraine
debt?
is so important,
No,
then how come
it's because
every
he needs to. Because
Why do
Ukraine,
we-
first of all, Ukraine wants to be part of NATO, which means they're out. Which means the U.S. is
and we
allies.
won't accept them because if they join NATO, then that means we would have to go into World War III.
And that's okay
No,
because
that
we
is
can take
not
down Russia.
true.
If we went to war with Russia, we
We're gonna take
have all
Russia
kinds of
down.
strong allies,
They
right?
have more nukes than us. They have bigger nukes than us. They have more
And we have
weapons.
more
we have a
aircraft
crazy
carriers, Trip.
Country
We
on
have
the planet
aircraft
supercomputer.
carriers.
possibly have more
What happen
nukes
when you
than
go
us
to war?
is Russia. Russia is the only country on the planet who could possibly have more nukes than us.
Yeah. And they aren't gonna
Ukraine does
just
not
start
have more
dropping
nukes
nukes.
than the
Trip,
United
if they
States of
start
America.
dropping nukes on us, we're gonna start dropping nukes on them. Then China's gonna start dropping nukes on us, and then someone else is
It'll
gonna
be
be dropping
atomic
nukes.
warfare, and the world
Yeah.
could go to hell.
No one is gonna do that, Trip. This is like some cartoon stuff, bro.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Like, I don't even. If we go to war with
Even
Russia,
if
it
Putin
isn't
went
gonna be.
ballistic and wanted to bomb everybody, he wouldn't be the only one making that decision. There's also a government in Russia, believe it or not.
Yeah. Putin
He's
isn't
not the
making all
one
the
pulling
decisions.
all the strings for his operation against Ukraine.
Ukraine. Jude, I don't even know what this guy's arguing anymore.
No, I'm like confused. Like, I would understand if he's like donating like this much money, and it's just because like they're a poor country. Okay, I would understand why like some people would be peeved or why some people would be mad. But they are in warfare with one of the strongest world powers on the planet.
Mm-hmm. It's like saying we went to war with Mexico. Mexico has no chance against America.
Not
No.
even close. They didn't
Yeah.
have a chance against America years ago in the
They
Mexican
don't.
Army.
They
have a
probably
chance
don't even
now.
have a chance against Canada, because it's the cartel running the government. It's like saying that. There would be countries helping out Mexico if we randomly started a war with Mexico.
But yeah, that's another reason why the U.S. is helping Ukraine so much, because they want to be part of NATO. They want to be allies with the U.S., which is a very smart idea.
Yeah. And then that's also why we're helping out Israel. Even though Israel attacked Palestine first, even though that Palestine is weak, even though Palestine is way weaker than Israel, Israel is still an ally with America, and allies help each other
That's
out.
why the U.S. is helping them.
Yeah, even though that's a
In the end of the
sucky
day,
situation.
there could be many wars going on. There could be, but if the war is between two countries that are not part of NATO, the U.S. is not going to get involved.
Yeah. Now see, if the Russians attacked
Because everyone's part of NATO,
if the Russians attacked Britain, if the Russians attacked England or like those guys, then we would go to war with
we
Russia.
would step in because they're part of NATO.
Yeah.
We're allies.
Every country in NATO would go to war with Russia if that happened. Or yeah, pretty much. Like, it would be kind of like that. Like, it would be automatically now we're a part of the war.
Turn into World War III.
Not pretty much every country would, but I'm just adding on.
But the point is, like,
I don't even know like what he's arguing. I'm confused at this point.
Like,
there's nothing to even say, because if you say
any
something, it's gonna be
country
the same exact
that
thing.
is or wants to be part of NATO is an ally to the United States.
Yeah.
Meaning, we will help them.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Dude.
Think of it that way.
This
So
is
if a country, Ukraine in this example would be, if Ukraine is being attacked and they want to be part of NATO, Don't you think that the U.S. would get involved because they are the leaders of NATO?
Yeah.
Yeah, say it again. I
Oh my
couldn't hear
gosh.
you.
No, let's just talk about something different. Cause Trip, like what you're
I'm
doing
losing
is
brain
you're
cells longer
arguing,
than
but you're also agreeing with us. Like you're arguing but agreeing with us at the same time. It makes no sense. And now he's muted again.
It makes lots of sense, and I keep muting because there's a lot of background noise.
Then stop, dude. Then stop playing your game, bro.
Yeah,
I
just
know, right?
focus on the podcast. You know, we're recording a podcast.
Yeah.
I can't focus, and I don't want
Dude, Trip, you're
As
kind of slow.
ADHD, just leave him be.
Yeah, dude. I don't even know what he's doing. Oh my god.
to. Getting cookies. I'm eating cookies.
What?
Anyway,
Have you ever thought that Mickey Mouse could be on crack?
okay.
I've been on crack for many, many years.
That doesn't sound like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, you sound like
That sounds like Sticky Mouse.
many years.
No, but like think about it. Mickey Mouse, like he can be a drug addict. Who knows what this
Ricky
guy's up
Rat.
to?
Ricky the
Okay.
Rat is a drug addict. It's his twin brother.
I
Trust me.
don't think the beloved character Mickey Mouse is a drug addict.
No, but have you heard of on TikTok Judy Hopps Lover 69?
Yes.
Dude, that guy, like I did the like you know how people are like scanning his face? He looks different. Like his jawline looks sharper. His eyes, they look like a
He's
little
dead.
bit farther apart.
You know he's dead, right?
He's not dead. He faked his death.
He faked his why?
I don't know. He apologized, but
Who faked
so
their death?
he died, air quotes, right? He died, and then not that long after, what they think is the clone of this guy.
No, sorry. Pay more attention, Trip. What do you mean who faked their death? We were just talking about
Do it
Judy
again?
Hopps Lover 69.
Who are we talking about? All I know, we were talking about something. Mickey and cocaine.
What? I just said that to get the attention away from whatever the heck you were arguing about with yourself. Hold up.
I'm still like very pissed off about our whole like
Oh.
conversation with Trip earlier.
I didn't know that was going to show on the screen. But like, I am too. I'm really mad about that. I'm ticked off. Okay, but no, like,
I feel like I need to re-explain the entire gimmick of what we were talking about to Trip again.
no, he'll catch on. So like, he
Yeah,
faked
I'm
his
kind of
death.
confused about that now.
Okay, so there was this guy named Judy Hopps Lover 69. He's saying that Disney and the government were trying to kill him, and they said that he was saying that Mickey Mouse didn't like how influential he was getting when saying all this stuff. So then like what happened? He faked his death, and then he made a video. Like I don't know how long the time span was in between, but he made a video and he's saying he responded to a comment or something saying that he shouldn't have faked his death. He said that no, my bad. I'm going a little bit too far ahead. He made a video saying he wasn't actually dead. He had his sister and stuff fake his death. Or no, he was saying that Disney, dude, I'm getting so confused. It's a weird story. He was saying that Disney told all his friends, his family, his social media population that he died. And that's why everybody thought he died. But he comes back and he looks different. Like if you look on TikTok, there's a bunch of people saying that he actually does look different. Like at first they were thought that this guy's just a joke, you know? Like Daniel Larson. Have you heard of him?
Okay.
Yeah, have you
No.
heard of Daniel Larson? Not you, Trip. You like live under a rock. But like, you know who I'm talking about, Jude? Daniel Larson. He's in like federal prison for being a pedophile. I guess I'm talking to myself.
I'm sorry. I'm just like,
what are you doing, bro?
freaking Trip made me all mad now.
Trip isn't even talking at
Trip
this
pissed
point.
me off.
But yeah,
Such a Nimrod. Oh my god. Such an idiot.
so
Alright.
what
I don't
was
want to
I
get into the rabbit hole of Judy Hopps Lover 69. It's a whole like freaking
dude, but like
wormhole. I
no,
don't know.
everybody thought he was a joke, and now like he looks different. Like if you think about it, he looks different. But no, he made like a whole merch line saying I'm sorry for faking my death. It's like just like a couple colored shirts in white lettering saying sorry I faked my own death. But in his videos he would post like one or two videos and then he would post a video in like a black screen with a letter. It started with H and then E and then L and then I don't know if there's a P right now. But yeah. Yo, what is even happening at
Yeah,
this point?
I'm like it's I don't know.
It's like a weird story, bro.
Oh
But
yeah, what's it called? Trump switched up after these 4 years of Biden's presidency. Trump switched up. He said that Biden was a worthy debater.
you said that Biden was a worthy debater? Oh
Yeah, he
yeah,
switched it up
you're right.
after like 4 years ago when Trump lost the election. He was saying how he was sleepy, he was stupid, he was a horrible debater. But now he switched up. He's saying that he was an amazing debater.
He was probably being sarcastic.
No, he wasn't being sarcastic. He genuinely, like, he said it seriously. Also, Trip, why are you on mute?
Because I can. Because this conversation talking about something 69ing, I just am not interested in this.
Dude, you lost interest
You're
after we
on the
stopped talking about.
podcast. You can't just go on mute
Why can't I? I lost interest
because you're
in
part
what
of
am
the
I-
podcast.
There's no point of talking if there's nothing for me to talk about. If I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, Trip, you were arguing with yourself and you were just making everybody mad.
Huh?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You were arguing with yourself and you were just making everybody mad.
I know I was. I was doing that on purpose.
No, you weren't. You're an idiot and you didn't know what you were talking about.
I know what I'm talking
No, you do not
about.
know what you were talking about. That's why you lost interest and started flying planes in GTA.
Okay, I think
I was
that's
playing
the end of
GTA the
the
entire
episode.
time.
Yeah, but I think should we just wrap it up?
I think that's the end of the episode.
Dude, I guess.
Finally, I want to talk to these guys.
What do you
anymore.
mean finally? You forced us to do it at 11:40.
Tune in for our next episode on
Shut
Friday.
up, Jude. I mean, yeah, Friday. So aren't the start of the presidential debates on Thursday? Trip? Are you
Thursday.
sure?
So our next debate is going to be the day after the day of the presidential debates.
Yeah.
Huh?
Trip, are you sure that
Wait.
they're on Thursday? Because this
Yeah,
guy said that the
Thursday.
start was
Yeah.
today.
Let me search it up on Google real quick.
Yeah,
Because if it already happened, then I'm going to shoot Trip.
for real.
I literally went on not HBO Max, but Max, and it has CNN on it, and it says 7 p.m. June 27th.
Yeah, it's on June 27th. Okay, so it hasn't happened yet. Good.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
better be early than late. Am I right?
I mean, I don't know.
Right, so on Friday's episode, we'll be talking about the presidential debate.
Yeah. Because that's what we were supposed to be talking about today.
Sarcastic about Biden being a good debater.
Yeah, but then Trip decided to become stupid.
I'm not stupid.
We were talking for an hour. You were arguing with yourself for an hour.
Yeah, we've been sitting here for an hour telling Trip how he's an idiot.
You're funny. You're a funny little guy.
Anyway, yeah, let's just wrap it up here. That's it.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
I should just leave
so
this
yeah,
podcast.
Friday. At least we'll have something better to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty neutral.
Like the introduction episode.
Wait, hold up. What about Project
I
2025?
believe in Trump. Huh?
What about Project
We'll also
2025?
talk about that soon. We'll also
What?
talk about that.
Project
Huh?
2025. Like if Trump gets elected, Project 2025 is happening. Have you heard about that,
We'll
Trip?
also
Project
talk about that
2025.
on a different episode.
Yeah.
No. I want to hear about this Project 2025. What is this?
It's basically Trump's plan for the U.S. in 2025.
Like he's saying
He gets elected president 2024, becomes president 2025.
yeah.
Uh,
And in this plan he's saying like it's
All right,
talking about
whatever.
like
But we don't need to talk
abortion.
about this right now.
Yeah, no,
All
it's
right.
let me just give him a
Correct.
Roe
rundown
v.
so
Wade.
he's not as confused as he was a second ago when he was talking like I don't even know. So like Project
Well, because I was
2025,
too
it's like
focused on landing that damn plane. I
oh
didn't
my
want to
gosh.
crash, and
Let's
then
go on about this.
finding it a stunt plane, and I just got in the stunt
Can
plane
you
and
please
drove
shut up about
around,
that?
and then drove into a car in accident.
No one
And
cares.
we were too close to the ground.
You're just talking.
This is what I hope you got. What?
What?
Did you end the recording?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, cut all this
All right.
out.
This is all right. I guess we'll fill in Trip about what Project 2025 is after this recording. But I guess this is episode
me,
1.
tell me,
Trip arguing
tell
with
me,
himself.
Tell me.
Okay, let me finish off the recording.
We will.
No,
Actually, no,
I
you
want
go.
this
I gotta
to go on forever.
All right.
Tell me.
I guess Trip, shut up. No, just play
Thank
the
you
outro
for
music.
watching. If you watched the full thing, then I'm
Oh my
sorry
gosh.
for the brain damage you had to receive.
Shut your mouth, Jude. You stupid theater kid. All right, play the outro music.